Welcome friends, families, distinguished guests, and cadets to the 246 Canadian Progress Squadron Virtual Annual Ceremony. My name is Warrant Officer First Class Bradley, and I will be one of your MCs today. Joining me are my co-MCs.
Warrant Officer Second Class Crete Lawrence.
Flight Sergeant Janthavon.
Flight Sergeant Silverman.
And Flight Sergeant Vidage.
As a reminder, please keep your microphones muted and watch this presentation in gallery view, which you can find in the top right corner. If any cadets have not yet set their name to their rank and last name, they should do so now.
To begin our proceedings, we ask that you please turn off your cameras and stand for the national anthem played by Flight Corporal Hooper.
Please be seated and turn your cameras back on. Thank you, Flight Corporal Hooper. Very impressive. An annual ceremonial review is a formal military inspection of the squadron. Due to the social distancing imposed by COVID-19, this year it is being held online. To begin, please enjoy this slideshow, reviewing the activities we did as a squadron, as well as the competitive teams in our squadron, and a general look at what we do in cadets.
If you don't want to see me, did a full 180, crazy, thinking about the way I was. Did the heartbreak change me? Maybe, but look at where I ended up. I woke up already, so moved on, was scary. I'm not where you left me at all. So if you don't
Cadets, please raise your hand if you participated in one of the many fun events that took place this year, such as a field training exercise, a trip, or a cadet weekend. These events would not have been possible without the support of the Squadron Sponsoring Committee. The SSC is responsible for managing your funds and figuring out which amazing things we are able to do, and we are incredibly grateful to them. We would like to thank the Squadron Sponsoring Committee Chair, Mrs. Sakaluk, the Treasurer, Mr. Hattie, the Secretary, Mrs. Hattie, and the members, Mr. Sita and Mr. Janthavam. We could not have done it without you.
Today is not only about celebrating our accomplishments from the past year, but also looking ahead to the next training year. This celebration marks your completion of your level training program. If you were in level 1 this year, can you please give us a wave? Level 1s, your enthusiasm and engagement made your group a joy to teach. You have all found your place in the cadet program, and I know you will do a great job welcoming new cadets next year as you advance to level 2. This year's level 2s, where are you? You always impress me with your drill and paper airplane folding skills. More opportunities will open up for you next year as you move on to level 3. So don't be afraid to try something new. I know you will make thoughtful leaders and role models. Level 3s, give us a wave. As the largest cohort in our squadron, there was never a dull moment in your classroom. You are a fantastic bunch, and as you advance into level 4, you will prepare to teach lessons and take on a greater leadership role. Remember, you have worked your way up here, and you are all ready for a new challenge. Finally, this year's level 4s. We have gone through the cadet program alongside one another, and I know that I'm leaving the squadron in good hands. As you join the level 5 team, parade nights will feel a little different, but even when you are the instructor, you never stop learning. Congratulations, cadets. We are so proud of you.
Thank you, Warrant Officer Creed Lawrence. We'll now begin this round of promotions, starting with promotions from AC to LEC. As an Air Cadet, the rank, your time is dedicated to learning about the cadet program and the fundamentals of being an Air Cadet. The program teaches cadets about leadership, drill, and especially aviation. But in order to be a functional cadet at the squadron, you must first learn the fundamentals. Once an Air Cadet has grasped this first level of knowledge, they're ready to be promoted to the rank of Leading Air Cadet. So without further ado, cadets being promoted from Air Cadet to Leading Air Cadet are LEC Alpizar and LEC Sandihi. Congratulations for the new Leading Air Cadets. Give yourselves a little bit of a round of applause, of course. So next up is LEC to Corporal. The rank LEC really means I've learned the basics of the Air Cadet program and I'm ready to learn more. LACs learn the fundamentals of being a good leader and that it's how to be a good follower. They also start learning the basics of aviation, other aims of the cadet program. And once an LAC learns how to be a good follower, they begin learning the basics of leadership theory and how to employ the problem solving as a corporal. So without further ado, cadets being promoted from Leading Air Cadet to Corporal are Corporal Chow, Corporal Santos Sebra, and Corporal Stamp. Congratulations to the new corporals. Next up, Corporal to Flight Corporal. Once a cadet is capable of demonstrating that they understand the fundamentals of leadership, they're ready to learn how to put the fundamentals into practice. A flight corporal is a point in the cadet's career where they get their first taste of raw leadership. They learn about giving orders and start commanding a small squad both on and off the parade square. So with that being said, cadets being promoted from Corporal to Flight Corporal are Flight Corporal DeRosa, Flight Corporal Ma, Flight Corporal McKinnon, and Flight Corporal Wei Sito. Congratulations. Next up are the Flight Corporals to Sergeants. The first step is usually the hardest to take, and stepping into a leadership role for the first time is no exception. A flight corporal that has demonstrated proficiency with commanding a small team of cadets can now learn more advanced techniques for commanding larger groups as a sergeant. So Without further ado, Flight Corporal to Sergeant are Sergeant Borres, Sergeant DeRosa, Sergeant Flores, Sergeant Gould, Sergeant Hooper, Sergeant Keffer, Sergeant Lynn, Sergeant Robson, and Sergeant Wamby. Congratulations to the new sergeants. Next up, we have Flight Sergeant to Warrant Officer Second Class. If a sergeant is the muscle and the flight sergeants are the backbone, then warrant officers are the brain. The warrant officers are the cadets that have learned everything there is to know about the cadet program, and they're the ones that are capable of applying every cross T and dotted I into the program. Leadership, drill, aviation, and physical fitness are no match. From learning not to lick your boot when polishing them to being able to teach meteorology. The reason why a warrant officer is called a warrant officer is because they've learned everything the cadet program has to offer, and they can now start applying the information as if they were an officer. In order to become a warrant officer, a cadet must be able to must complete all the mandatory training in the cadet program, be able to demonstrate competency and knowledge and knowledge and also leadership, and also pass a merit review board. So, without further ado, Flight Sergeant to Warrant Officer Second Class, Warrant Officer Silverman. Congratulations, very well deserved. So that can so now take a moment to congratulate. I'm going to take this moment to congratulate all of our new cadets who have been promoted, and please take a moment to change your ranks in your name. Of course, for those that have been promoted, I'll give you guys a moment. But really, that ends our series of promotions for today.
And we're seeing in the chat lots of congratulations from everyone. So job well done. That's what we're seeing here. And we're going to move on. Thank you.
To continue with the congratulations, we now move on to the awards portion of the ceremony. I will be announcing these really cool awards and acknowledging some of our teams along the way. To start, we have the Norman J. Black Award. This is given to the cadets who have above average attendance. This award goes to Flight Sergeant Vidike, Flight Sergeant Janthavong, and Sergeant Flores. Congrats. The Burks Trophy is presented to the most congenial cadet, as voted by the 246 cadets. The votes are in, and the award goes to Flight Sergeant Vidike.
The next is the Canadian Progress Award. The Canadian Progress Award recognizes the cadet that has fundraised the most money throughout the training year. This award goes to Warrant Officer First Class Bradley.
The Niven Wright Trophy is an aviation award presented to a cadet whose perseverance has earned them a power pilot's license. This year, we are happy to present this award to Warrant Officer Second Class Cree Lawrence. The Redford Wyanke Memorial Trophy goes to the cadets that exhibit outstanding literary contributions to the squadron. In terms of literary and speaking contributions, raise your hand if you were part of the debate team. It's great to see you all out. I'm happy to announce this award goes to our top debater, Warrant Officer First Class Bradley.
The Hamilton Challenge Award is presented to the cadet who is our top marksman. Raise your hand if you're on the marksmanship team. I had a great experience this year. The amount of effort the staff and the cadets put in the team was outstanding. So without further ado, this award goes to Sergeant Hooper.
Everyone from the drill team, show us a thumbs up. I've had a great year. We've been through a lot and have had a lot of fun, and I hope to keep the spirit up with our staff supporting us. The SL French Award recognizes individual effort and steadfast contributions to the drill team. Congratulations to the recipient, Corporal Stamp. The James Hall Trophy is presented to the most outstanding first-year cadet. This cadet had better than average attendance, noteworthy enthusiasm, attendance to voluntary parades, and a high standard for drill, dress, and deportment. This year's outstanding first-year cadet is LAC Mayroos. The D.V. Hoskins Trophy is presented to the Cadet of the Year. who has distinguished themselves as a committed cadet of great character. This year, this award goes to Sergeant Hooper.
The Flying Officer J.S. Reed Memorial Trophy is awarded to those reliable and responsible cadets who are the main pillars of the squadron. These leaders go above and beyond by thinking of the cadets they lead before they think of themselves. This year's Outstanding Service Award goes to Flight Sergeant Jankavong.
We've saved our most prestigious award for last. The Joseph Kogel Memorial Award is the highest honor presented by the squadron and is therefore presented only on rare occasions to recognize beyond exceptional achievement by a cadet. Now I welcome Mrs. Donna Kogel to present the Joseph Kogel Memorial Award for Outstanding Achievement.
Good afternoon, attendees, and Adele, it's an honor to present the Joe Kogel Award to you today. Your achievements are outstanding and a true inspiration. Joe would be very proud of you. Joe was a man of honor and integrity who recognized those values in the 246 Squadron. Clearly, you are a reflection of these values. Congratulations on this award, so well deserved, Adele. We can only imagine the heights to which you will soar. It's my pleasure and I congratulate you.
Thank you, Mrs. Kogel. We now welcome some of our distinguished guests to speak. To begin, we will hear from the representative from the area office, Lieutenant Commander Dermott.
Good afternoon. Well, cadets on parade, or should I say Zoom, honored guests, fellow members of the Canadian Armed Forces, our OPC rep, Ms. D'Souza, and the SSC chair, Ms. Solikot, parents, grandparents, and family members I see out there, outstanding. Let's try and give everybody a nice round of applause. Well done, well done. What these cadets have done this year, under the very unique situation we find ourselves in, is really quite remarkable. I bring to you greetings from the Regional Command Team, Lieutenant Colonel Leonard and Chief Warrant Officer Godbout. Now, this was not the way any of us thought the training year was going to end back in September. Instead, this turned into a leadership moment. This has been your time to shine as you continue to deliver a positive and engaging program. This is a program of cadets leading cadets, and it is great to see this happening here at 246 Squadron with a variety of creative classes. Things that include, for example, some of you cadets have gotten your drone license. Outstanding. How to conduct home workouts and stay physically active and fit. A variety of invited guest speakers and much more. My compliments. These are truly unprecedented times, and that's no understatement. We understand how tough it is to not be able to parade, to meet friends, and to engage in person in the activities of Canada's cadets has to offer. It can be worrisome, trying, and even frustrating at times. Remember, we're all here to support each other as part of the 246 family. Your ideas here at 246 showcase a passion for the program and creativity. We are in a new uncharted territory, and you will need to be creative and innovative going forward into the future. Continue to support each other now and throughout the summer months as we work on returning in the fall. Enjoy your summer, get some needed rest and relaxation, and recharge for the fall. May all your families and friends continue to stay safe and healthy, and I look forward to more outstanding creativity from an outstanding squadron. Bravo Zulu, well done. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Lieutenant Commander Dermott. We will now hear from the Ontario Provincial Committee Air Cadet League representative, Pepe D'Souza.
Good afternoon, Lieutenant Commander McDermott, Lieutenant Vincent Chu, Mrs. Bridget Sokoluk, sponsors, distinguished guests, officers, staff, and cadets of 246 Canadian Progress Squadron. On behalf of the Ontario Provincial Committee of the Air Cadet League of Canada, thank you for giving me the opportunity to be part of today's virtual celebration. I want to thank Lieutenant Shu, his staff, Mrs. Sokoluk, and the volunteers of the Squadron Sponsoring Committee for the amazing work they have done this year. Without their hard work and dedication, it would be impossible to deliver this high-quality cadet program. The success of any squadron can only happen because its staff and volunteers selflessly provide their time, dedication, and enthusiasm to the squadron and cadets. The program relies on the shared commitment to partnership and open communication of both military staff and civilian volunteers. This partnership between military, civilian staff, officers, and volunteers is at the core of the cadet program and requires ongoing efforts by all partners to ensure its ongoing success. Since 1942, the squadron has made a difference in the lives of thousands of youth from this community. Many generations of cadets can look back and see the impact of this program on their lives. Parents and guardians have played an important role by supporting the Squadron Sponsoring Committee, like helping drive cadets on tag days or reaching out to the community for support. It would be impossible without you. I would like to congratulate all the cadets for their work and presentations of this review. Well done. And thank you so much for your participation throughout the training year. Face your challenges, reach for the stars, and let the wind carry you and fly and then share it with your squadron. To the cadets who are retiring, I wish you all the very best in your future endeavors. Be the leaders that we know you can be. You are the citizens that will build the future of our country. To the moms and dads, caregivers, grandparents, thank you for your continued support to the squadron. And together we can ensure that the cadets of the 246 Canadian Progress Squadron are on the move to bigger and better things. Cheers. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. D'Souza.
How many of you still remember your first time visiting the squadron? Wave at me if you do. It's been longer for some than for others. How'd you feel? Were you nervous, excited, bored? Hopefully not the last one. I still remember the first time I came to join the cadet program. It was in March, so not many others were joining at this time. However, there was one other person there for their first time to see if they wanted to be an air cadet. That person was none other than Warrant Officer 2nd Class Crete Lawrence. Through her 5.5 years in this program, she has done some of the most incredible things a cadet can do, even earning her wings as both a glider and a power pilot. She was a part of a team of cadets that won 3rd place at the provincial debating competition. She has been chosen to speak several times at the Remembrance Day ceremony at Sunnybrook, and she finishes off her last year with us as drill team commander. I can tell you that without a doubt, she has always reminded me of the dictionary definition for model cadet. As she now looks to her future in engineering at the University of Waterloo, we welcome Warrant Officer 2nd Class Crete Lawrence to make some final remarks.
Thank you so much for that lovely introduction. It means so much to be introduced by Warrant Officer Silverman because, as he said, we first visited 246 on the same day just over 5 years ago. We have seen many friends come and go, but I am so glad that we have stayed with the program all along. When I joined cadets, mostly on a whim, I was very enthusiastic but quiet. It's safe to say that, I didn't really know what I was getting myself into. I disliked the smell of shoe polish and aviation fuel. It's safe to say that so much has changed since then. I happily polished my boots yesterday, although you can't see them. And I miss the sense that permeated the hangar as my friends and I pushed open the doors at sunrise last summer. If someone told my 13-year-old self that I would end up a warrant officer and a pilot, I don't think I would have believed them. To all of the current and past officers, civilian volunteers, and senior cadets, thank you so, so much. I am extremely grateful for all of your guidance and support, which is what got me here. Thank you to all of the cadets for your enthusiasm, curiosity, and most importantly, your friendship that made each parade night special. Cadets, I strongly encourage you to stick with the program. I'm so proud of how our squadron has maintained our values and our sense of community over the past 2 months. And I know that 246 Squadron, with a 77-year history, will continue to persevere through challenges. So cadets, whether you joined with a solid goal in mind, or you're exploring to see what you like, take advantage of the opportunities that come up, even if you aren't sure whether you'll like something or be good at it. Your setbacks will teach you just as much as your successes. I will miss all of you, but I am studying at the University of Toronto next year, and so I'll be close by, and I promise to visit. Thank you.
Thank you, Warrant Officer 2nd Class Crete Lawrence. You will be missed. Our second retiree has definitely made a very big impact on the squadron. He started this program almost 6 years ago as a young cadet, and during his time, he has demonstrated commitment, hard work, and extreme enthusiasm, helping him rise to become the Warrant Officer 1st Class and the most senior cadet in the squadron. He has distinguished himself on the debating and orienteering teams, both of which he has represented the squadron at a provincial level. He has always been a wonderful cadet, a fantastic leader, and a truly great role model. As he now looks to his future at computer science at Carleton University, we welcome Warrant Officer 1st Class Bradley to make his final remarks.
The cadet program has been incredibly formative for me. The opportunities and leadership roles it has given me have turned me from a bumbling, useless 12-year-old into a slightly less useless 17-year-old. Through things like organizing FTXs, managing the squadron, leading parades, going on trips, going to summer camps, and participating in teams, I have gained the experience required to improve. However, one of the most useful aspects of the program was how it allowed me to fail. I had many leadership roles where I made mistakes and poor decisions, but because I was only leading other youth and I had the support of the staff, I was able to learn from my failures and be better the next time around. Everyone makes mistakes the first time they try something, and it is so much better to be able to make these mistakes at the squadron than in a real-world situation where there are real consequences. Many of my greatest learning experiences come from cadets, and for that, I am grateful. So to all of the cadets here right now, make sure you keep on taking advantage of the opportunities given to you by the squadron, and don't be afraid to make some mistakes along the way. Thank you.
You both will be greatly missed. As we begin to close the proceedings, we ask that you please turn off your cameras and stand for the playing of God Save the Queen, performed by Sergeant Hooper and Warrant Officer 2nd Class Crete Lawrence.
Please be seated and turn your cameras back on. Thank you, Warrant Officer 2nd Class Crete Lawrence and Sergeant Hooper. To end it all off, I want to thank everybody for coming out and participating. At this point, I invite anyone who has received a promotion or award to open their envelopes and hold up their certificates. I know this year didn't exactly end as planned, but by continuing to participate even after everything closed down, we showed our commitment and our resilience. I want you to give yourselves all a massive round of applause. Clear had a great year with cadets. Who was part of a team they really enjoyed? Who went flying and thought it was really fun? Or learned some really cool skills at an FTX? It's been a great year with the Squadron. Though we will all be apart this summer, check our social media, website, and remind to follow our summer challenges and updates. Already, plans are underway to create a summer Minecraft club, and other opportunities to connect will be shared as they come. Once again, thank you for attending our annual ceremony. We wish you all an excellent summer, and we hope to see you back again in September.